Gary, go to GameFAQs. We're gonna need some cheats.
The game is too tough. It doesn't have the mustard, if you know what I mean, homie.
Oh, I get your lingo, Holmes, but it's called a learning curve. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I do hate the game. That's what I was saying.
Don't hate the game, hate the company.
See, this is why PS1 is better than the Super Nintendo. I'll bet you a burger your boys think the same thing.
So I was talking to Cobalt about the PlayStation 1 versus Super Nintendo debate, and he decided to do some research on it, you know. And he got a game over in Donkey Kong Country, and he had an epiphany. He said when that happened, he realized that Zelda: A Link to the Past was one of the best games ever for the Super Nintendo, and probably one of the best games ever as well. And he just didn't feel confident in the PlayStation because of that. So I guess I'll kind of show you the text I got from him that he sent me about that.
Teabag the treasure chest. Come on.
There's no denying, dude, that Zelda's a classic. What game does the PS1 have that equals this?
The PlayStation has several good Twisted Metal games, and they're better than Mario Kart.
But it doesn't have many cooperative games. Seems like player 2 you're meant to compete with, more so than help out.
Yeah, true. But these enemies in this game are dillweeds.
Yeah, they can be.
What did that buddy of yours, Jackal Goldkick, think of this debate?
I haven't had much experience with the PlayStation 1 growing up, but I have played the SNES, I think. I would probably say the PlayStation 1's better because, well, granted, some of these games are on other consoles, but PS1 had Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, Crash, Spyro, Siphon Filter, Twisted Metal, Medieval, Final Fantasy VII. It had a ton of games. But the SNES is pretty good itself, but I'd probably go with PS1, even though I didn't grow up playing it, because from what I can tell, the PS1 has a superior library, even if some of that is third-party stuff. I would say two standout games would definitely be Siphon Filter 1. That's a great shooter on the PS1. And then I'd say Resident Evil 2 as well. That's one hell of a survival horror zombie game. One hell of a horror game for the PS1. It was on other platforms, but yeah, those are the two standout games I'd say.